Behind every legend lies a reason. This is Myth and Motive.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. If you love a place that is both ancient and developed, mysterious and interesting, then please visit the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom, abbreviated as the UK, is renowned as a diverse country rich in history and culture. Located in the northwest of the European continent, consisting of 4 main countries, England, Scotland, Wales, and the United Kingdom spans lands with landscapes ranging from the dreamy lochs of Scotland, the green countryside of England to the pristine beaches of Wales and the spectacular scenery of Northern Ireland. Each region has its own cultural characteristics, traditions, and identity, creating a special blend. The capital, London, is not only the political and economic center of the United Kingdom, but also an attractive tourist destination with famous landmarks such as Buckingham Palace, Big Ben Tower, and the London Eye. London boasts modernity and vibrant life, intertwined with ancient heritage, creating a colorful picture that tourists cannot miss. Besides London, cities like Edinburgh, Cardiff, and Belfast also have fascinating historical stories and unforgettable beauty. From achievements in science and culture to traditional values and modern development, this beautiful country continuously asserts its position on the world map. Both ancient and dynamic, always captivating those who wish to explore. Let's dive into discovering the United Kingdom in today. One, the Loch Ness Monster is Loch Ness, located in the Northern Highlands of Scotland, is one of the largest and deepest lakes in the UK, with a length of about 37 kilometers and an average depth of about 230 meters. What makes this lake special is not only its pristine beauty but also the legend of a mysterious creature called Nessie. The story of Nessie dates back to the Middle Ages but truly exploded in the 1930s when a man named George Spicer claimed to have seen a large, strange creature swimming on the lake's surface. Since then, numerous reports of Nessie sightings have been recorded, and Loch Ness has become a focal point for researchers and tourists. In the 1960s and 1970s, many surveys and searches using sonar equipment were conducted, but no concrete evidence of Nessie's existence was found. Some scientists believe that the Nessie legend may stem from mistaken observations of large animals like sturgeon or other natural phenomena such as water waves. Ness' existence, the Loch Ness Monster remains one of Scotland. Many people come here not only to admire the lake's stunning scenery but also to try their luck, hoping to catch a glimpse of this mysterious creature. 2. The Haunted London Bridge. London Bridge is one of the most famous bridges in the world, but few know that it is also associated with many ghostly tales. This bridge has undergone centuries of turbulent history, from the Middle Ages when it was the first wooden bridge across the Thames to the modern version we see today. Throughout that time, the bridge has witnessed many frightening events, from public executions to suicide jumps, leading many to believe it is haunted. One of the most popular stories is of people hearing footsteps or cries echoing on the bridge on foggy nights. Many tourists have also reported strange shadows appearing in photos taken on the bridge, convincing many that these are wandering spirits. Paranormal researchers have conducted numerous investigations here, using sensitive recording devices to capture strange sounds, but the results have been vague and inconclusive. Whether you believe it or not, the tales of the haunted London Bridge have become an integral part of British folklore. This bridge is not only a symbol of London but also a destination for those who enjoy exploring the mysterious. 3. The number of chickens raised in the UK is greater than the population of this country. You might be surprised to learn that the number of chickens in the UK is even larger than the country's population. According to statistics from 2022, the population of the United Kingdom is about 67 million people. However, according to a report from the National Farmers Union, the number of chickens raised in the country reaches nearly 95 million. This means that for every person in the UK, there are nearly 1.5 chickens. Chickens are an important food source in the UK, especially in traditional dishes like Sunday roast, a meal featuring roasted chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. Additionally, chicken products such as eggs are very popular in people's breakfasts. Poultry farming plays a crucial role in the UK economy, creating thousands of jobs and contributing significantly to food export revenue. 4. Scotland produces over 250 million litres of whiskey each year. Scotland has long been known as the cradle of whiskey, a strong alcoholic beverage loved worldwide. Scottish whiskey, also known as Scotch, has been produced in this country since the 15th century and has become a symbol of Scottish culture. Today, this industry has flourished, with an annual production of over 250 million litres of whiskey, an impressive figure that brings substantial revenue to the Scottish economy. To put it into perspective, 250 million litres can fill 4,546 standard Olympic swimming pools. This is not just a number about production but also reflects the dedication and passion of the Scottish people in producing this famous drink. Each year, Scotland exports whiskey to over 200 countries and territories worldwide, generating revenue of up to £5.5 billion. Its most important export products, contributing nearly 25% of the UK. Scotland has over 130 active whiskey distilleries. Each distillery has its own distinctive styles, from high-strength whiskies with strong smoky flavors from the Islay region to smooth and fruity whiskies from the Speyside region. The whiskey production process in Scotland is strictly regulated to ensure quality. By regulation, all Scotch whiskey must be aged for at least 3 years in oak barrels before being bottled. However, many premium whiskies are often aged longer, up to 10, 12, 18 years, or even 50 years for rare special bottles. Differences in aging time, the type of oak used, and the local climate create a unique diversity in the flavor of each whiskey. One of the key factors that makes Scottish whiskey famous is the pure water from natural springs and lochs. It is believed that good water quality is one of the secrets that makes Scottish whiskey special. Many distilleries are built near natural water sources to ensure a supply of clean, high-quality water for the production process. Scotland also has a special holiday dedicated to whiskey, called World Whiskey Day, held on the third Saturday of May each year. This is an occasion for whiskey enthusiasts worldwide to gather and enjoy the best bottles from Scotland's leading distilleries. Whiskey festival events are also regularly held throughout the country, attracting thousands of visitors to tour distilleries and explore the production process. Whiskey is not just a beverage but also an important part of Scotland's cultural heritage. The famous poems and songs of poet Robert Burns, considered Scotland's national poet, have also praised whiskey as a symbol of homeland love and free spirit. For Scottish people, a glass of whiskey is not just for enjoyment but also a way to connect with the centuries-old history and traditions of this land. Eating mince pies on Christmas Day was once an illegal act. During the period when England was under the rule of Oliver Cromwell, the Puritan leader in the 17th century, many traditional festival customs were banned, including Christmas. He believed that partying activities during this time were extravagant and immoral, and therefore, eating characteristic dishes like mince pies was considered an illegal act. Mince pies are a traditional English Christmas dish, consisting of minced beef or lamb mixed with dried fruits such as raisins, prunes, apples, and spices like cinnamon and nutmeg. The ban was lifted long after Cromwell's death in 1658, but this strange story remains an interesting anecdote in British Christmas culture. Today, mince pies are mainly made from dried fruits and spices, becoming an indispensable dish on every family's Christmas table. Tea is not only a popular beverage in England but also an important part of the country's culture, with long-standing traditions and interesting stories surrounding it. According to statistics, British people consume about 165 million cups of tea daily. Each person drinks more than 2 cups on average. This number is truly impressive compared to the United States, where people consume only about 1/20 of the amount of tea compared to the British. British tea drinking culture originated in the 17th century, when tea was imported from China and later from India. Initially, tea was a luxury beverage reserved exclusively for the upper class. But by the 19th century, thanks to the development of tea plantations in India and the expansion of trade, tea became a familiar drink for all social classes in Britain. British people placed great importance on brewing tea correctly. Some have the habit of brewing tea by pouring boiling water into the tea bag first, then adding milk, while others add milk to the cup before pouring the tea. The question of whether to add milk first or last has been a hotly debated topic and even mentioned in literary works. While each person's tea brewing method may differ, drinking tea is always considered an experience requiring tranquility and relaxation, helping to relieve stress after tense working hours. In addition to afternoon tea, British people also have the habit of drinking tea in the morning and evening. Black tea is the most popular type, often drunk with milk and sugar. One of the most famous British tea brands is Twinings, established in 1706 and has become a symbol of British tea culture. For many people, a new day cannot begin without a hot cup of tea, helping them stay alert and feel comfortable. There is a famous event that contributed to the formation of the afternoon tea tradition around 1840. Anna, the 7th Duchess of Bedford, felt hungry between lunch and dinner and requested a cup of tea with pastries. From then on, she regularly invited friends to join her, and gradually, this habit became an indispensable part of aristocratic culture. To this day, enjoying afternoon tea has spread across all social classes and become an essential part of the British lifestyle. They ever had the opportunity to travel from the UK to France, This is the longest undersea tunnel, with a total length of up to 50.45 kilometers. Within this, the longest section running under the sea is 38 kilometers, connecting Folkestone, UK with Coquelles, France. This tunnel was inaugurated in 1994 after more than 6 years of construction and close cooperation between Britain. The Channel Tunnel is not only a massive engineering feat but also a symbol of connection and cooperation between the two neighboring countries. Over 20 million passengers and 2.6 million trucks pass through this tunnel each year. Additionally, it contributes to promoting trade and tourism between Britain and France, making cross-border journeys easier and faster than ever before. It takes only about 35 minutes on a Eurostar high-speed train. Windsor Castle, the largest inhabited royal castle in the world, located about 35 kilometers west of central London. Windsor Castle is not only a royal residence but also a long-standing historical symbol of England. With an area of over 52,000 square meters, it is considered the largest castle in the world, still inhabited and one of the most important sites of the British royal family. Built since the 11th century during the reign of King William the Conqueror. William the Conqueror, the castle has experienced over 1,000 years of history, becoming a witness to countless important events in British history. Initially, Windsor Castle was built as a military fortress to protect the western area of London from attacks. Its location is very strategic, situated on a high hill overlooking a river, allowing control of important transportation routes. The initial structure of the castle was built of wood, but by the 12th century, it was replaced with stone to increase durability and sturdiness. Over many dynasties, Windsor was expanded and renovated into one of the most beautiful palaces in Europe, combining medieval architecture and neoclassical style. Windsor Castle is not only famous for its magnificent beauty, but also for the mysterious stories passed down through centuries. One of them is the story of the ghost of King Henry VIII. He was a famous king of England, who carried out major religious reforms and had 6 wives. It is believed that his soul still wanders in the castle, especially in St. George's Chapel, where he is buried. Many people recount hearing heavy footsteps and groaning sounds around this area. They believe it is the ghost of the king known for his fiery temper. Additionally, it is rumored that Queen Elizabeth I is also one of the resident spirits here. Stories say she often appears in splendid royal attire and walks through the castle corridors at night. She often visits Queen Elizabeth II's room to chat, and Queen Elizabeth II herself once shared that She felt as if she received protection from her ancestors during her time in Windsor. Windsor Castle is not only a royal residence but also a living heritage of England, where every wall, every room contains stories of power, love, and tragedies. For over 1,000 years, Windsor has withstood historical upheavals, from wars, fires to political changes. Through it all, this place has maintained its majesty and solemnity, serving as a place where the royal family returns to seek peace and also welcomes millions of tourists each year. 9. London Eye, the tallest observation wheel in Europe. London Eye, also known as the Millennium Wheel, is one of the most prominent symbols of the English capital. Completed in 2000, this observation wheel is not only an impressive architectural work, but also provides a wonderful experience for millions of tourists each year. With a height of up to 135 meters, the London Eye was the tallest wheel in the world until 2006, when a new wheel in Las Vegas was inaugurated. However, to this day, the London Eye still holds the title of the tallest observation wheel in Europe. This wheel has 32 capsules designed like pyramids. Each capsule can hold up to 25 people, allowing visitors to enjoy the stunning landscape of London from above. If you are in a capsule for about 30 minutes, you will have the chance to admire famous landmarks like Big Ben, Buckingham Palace, and St. Paul's Cathedral. One rotation typically lasts 30 minutes, enough to feel the grandeur of London from this impressive height. When it first opened, the London Eye became one of the city's most popular attractions, with millions of visitors each year. Since its opening, this wheel has welcomed over 40 million visitors, becoming an indispensable part of exploring London. In 2010, in an interview, a London Eye design engineer revealed they tested it up to 2,000 times before operation. To ensure safety and the best experience for visitors. However, not everything went smoothly. In May 2010, the London Eye encountered an issue when a strong storm hit, causing the wheel to stop briefly. Some tourists were trapped in capsules for about an hour before being rescued. Nevertheless, this incident did not diminish the appeal of the London Eye, and many still describe the experience as a memorable part of their visit. Additionally, the London Eye serves as a platform for many special events. On New Year's Eve, the wheel is often lit up with millions of colored lights and is the center of spectacular fireworks displays. Each year, thousands of people gather around this area to welcome the new year, creating a festive and vibrant atmosphere. Many world-famous writers were born in England. The United Kingdom is not only famous for its beautiful landscapes and rich culture, but also the home of some of the greatest writers in literary history. From emotional poetry to classic novels, these writers have helped shape world literature and deeply influenced generations of readers. When mentioning English literature, one cannot overlook William Shakespeare, considered the greatest writer in literary history. Born in 1564 in Stratford-upon-Avon, Shakespeare was the author of over 39 plays and 154 sonnets. His works such as Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, and Macbeth are not just stories of love, tragedy, and betrayal, but also contain profound philosophies about humanity and society. Shakespeare enriched the English vocabulary, creating thousands of words and phrases that are still widely used today. More than 400 years after his death, Shakespeare's works are still performed on stage and read in classrooms worldwide. Next is Charles Dickens, one of the most famous novelists of the 19th century. Born in 1812 in Portsmouth, Dickens wrote many classic novels such as Oliver Twist, A Christmas Carol, and Great Expectations. His works are not only entertaining stories, but also critical portraits of society, injustice, and the evils of the Victorian era. Dickens often depicted the lives of the poor and lower classes in society, while expressing compassion and hope for the future. He had a subtle and humane writing style that made readers not only feel the suffering of the characters but also see the power of humanity. And finally, we must mention J.K. Rowling, author of the famous Harry Potter series, born in 1965 in Yate, Gloucestershire. Rowling created a magical world with fascinating characters and stories that attracted millions of readers worldwide. This series not only brings joy to children but also contains profound messages about friendship, courage, and fighting for what is right. Rowling began writing Harry Potter while facing financial difficulties. But ultimately, the series became one of the best-selling literary works in history, and she has inspired millions of people around the world. Thus, we have together experienced an exciting journey, exploring the unique and distinctive features of England. England is not only a destination with massive architectural works and beautiful nature, but also a place that preserves countless stories and rich culture through centuries. Hopefully, what we've just discovered in the video will make you love this beautiful land even more. This video ends here. Thank you all for your support. Don. Subscribe to the Guy and Nico channel to not miss exciting videos.
If the legend hooked you, subscribe and open the next case.